Now we are going to talk about in-place concatenation and in-place repetitions. First, we'll discuss about in-place concatenations. So we have saw that using concatenation, we end up creating a new object, right? Like over here, consider these example. We have this tool list L1 and L2. We can see the ID of these two lists are totally different, right? When we do L1 equal to L1 plus L2, and then when we check the ID of L1, so this is a totally entirely new object, right? It is not like the same ID as this L1 we have, right? So we have created a new object. So we have said that L1 equal to L1 plus L2, we have concatenated two lists, and then we are getting a different list over here, a different object over here. But what happens if we use in-place concatenation? That means we use plus equal to operator instead of this operator. In Python, it seems both, right? So L1 equal to L plus, like L1 plus L2 is same as L1 plus equal to L2, right? But let's try to see what happens over here. We have the same two list, but now this time we are saying L1 plus equal to L2, and then after that we try to check the ID of L1. What we are getting? The ID of this L1 is same as ID of this L1. So here the ID have not changed. That means we have not created another object. This means that this list has just mutated. We have not created a new object, but it has just mutated, right? So we know that these two operator seems to be same, gives the same result, but internally it works totally different, right? This plus and plus equal to a totally different operator, right? So here consider that here we have this, but again here this plus equal to operator will extend with any sequence data, not just a list. So consider that here we have this L1 list, and then this would be the tuple. We can check the ID of these two, right? Now here we are extending with the tuples. We are saying that L1 plus equal to T1. We are passing the tuple over here, and this will work. We can see that this object and this object is same, right? It is also working with the other iterable object like the range. We are adding the range object to the L1. This is also working. Again, this object is same as this object, right? Or even with the iterable non-sequence type, right? Here we have this set. This will also work, right? Now this mutability will not work. This plus equal to symbol will not work with the immutable object because this does not support it. So consider that we have this two tuple over here, right? We can see the ID of T1 and T2 both are same. If we'll do so, here if I'll do so, T1 plus equal to T2, and if I'll check the ID of T1, this is totally different. Can you check that? There is no matching ID. So internally, this plus equal to operator, this operator has not implemented for tuple. So when we do so, this will do is this. So this will operated as this, like T1 equal to T1 plus T2, right? And it will create a totally new object for T1. Now let's talk about the in-place repetitions. Similar to this in-place concatenation, in-place repetition also work. So let's see this with the mutable object. Here we have this L1. The ID is this. Now we are saying L1 equal to L1 plus L1 into 2, or L1 this multiplication equal to 2 or star equal to 2. If we'll do so, this is like repeating the list two times. We can check the IDs. ID is still same. But this operator will work differently with the sequence type because it is with the sequence type of immutables. Let's see this tuple over here. When we do this, the ID will be different because tuple is immutable, right? It cannot mutate. That means it is creating a totally new object over here. Yeah, and that's it with the in place concatenation and the repetition. Thank you very much.